Hi, this is Rabbi Josh Kahan. I've just been part of some various conversations online about the new formats of using Sefaria, and I want to just share a couple of things that I have figured out that have helped solve some of the problems that I've been having. Um, just, I'm going to do a quick share. Here is a source sheet where I have already have a few things, and I want to use the Google extension to add some new sources. So the first issue that I've always had here is that I find it impossible to, I usually don't have the exact reference of the source that I want. I always would find the source in Sefaria and then use the interface to sort of click add to sheet. That obviously doesn't work the same way here, but um, what I have found works pretty universally is any text that I want to add to this sheet, right? I'm going to grab a random one, right? Um, when I want this paragraph, if I select the specifics, right, of it here in the search bar and copy and put it right in there, it works. It always works. Literally, just um, if you want, if you want not the entire text, right? If you want this entire chapter, you can just select it here, and that will also work. But if you want, like you do in Add to Sheet, right? But if you're using Google Docs, this specific paragraph, just select the description after the text after the slash here, and just copy that into here, and you will get the exact text that you want. The second thing, um, uh, as always been I hate it when sources show up in my source sheet um, way too big. Um, Despite the various features that have been removed from the uh, source sheet editor in Sefaria itself, it does have a way now to increase or lower or decrease the font. But I have this source that has shown up here in way too large a font for my source sheet. But it turns out that that's actually a simple thing, in that the uh, the extension will insert your sources in whatever font size is currently selected. So if you just make sure that the font size here is 13, right? When I add this source, it's gonna put it in a nice small 13-point font. So you just need to make sure that you have the desired font size before you insert it. Now, nonetheless, um, it will, whatever you do, it will put the English and the Hebrew in the same size font. Um, so presuming as I always want, because of the way uh, the font size in kerning work, I always want my Hebrew font to be 2 to 3 points larger than my English font. So I'll put it in the size that I want one of them to be, and I will still have to sort of highlight and then increase or decrease the other font to get it to exactly where I want. But at least it's much closer. It starts out much closer to what I want. And the third thing is, and this is a super simple thing, but uh, once you have this here, it is a sort of totally a standard feature of um, any word processing program, that tables can be with borders, without borders. Um, if you want your sheet without these boxes, you can either go to border color and make the border white, it's gone, or if you, the other way to do it is to go to border width and make it 0. And either way, it is very easy to make that those boxes disappear. It is honestly a the other thing that I've seen people wanting to do is to like take text and sort of combine them into a single table with multiple things. You can do that. That's actually I find much more annoying. And once I've gotten rid of the boxes, I sort of no longer feel the need to do that. I can always, if I want them super close, I can always just make the font size of this line super small. And I just find that like those few things make the process of creating source sheets using the extension much less frustrating. Thanks.